Hi, I'm Kabanda Bimal Raj. I'm a mindset mentor, executive coach, as well as a teen parenting coach, and I'm here to help you with your teenage children. Now, teenagers today face a lot of challenges, and in this video, I'm going to try and make you understand how crucial the teenage years are for them as well as for you as parents. And my aim is to help you understand your teenagers better so that you can connect with them better and help them become good functional adults. Okay. Now, to start with, understand that they are going through a very awkward growth phase with respect to their bodies. And there's also tremendous amount of internal and external struggles that they're going through. Now, first, let us talk about their brains. Luckily, there has been a lot of breakthrough research that has happened in the last many decades that is going to help us understand the children much better, which was not available earlier. Now, based on the brain volume and size, science tells us that the 95% of their brain gets developed by the age 5. And that gave us the theory that these 5 years were the most crucial for us because the 95% of the brain gets developed during that time. See, while it is true that 95% of their brain gets developed by age 5, it is also true that the most sophisticated and advanced parts of the brain do not complete their development till adolescence is over. There was a study conducted in 1991 where MRI was used across many years to study the teenage brains, and it revealed massive growth in their brain during their teenage years. And it went on well into their 20s. And these parts were especially those ones which ruled intelligence, making good decisions, consciousness, self-awareness, self-control, etc. Now, let me explain it in very simple terms. The brain has many parts. I'm going to talk about two important parts. The first is called the amygdala. Now, even an infant has a fully developed amygdala. Now, amygdala is considered as the seat of emotions because this is the place from where all our raw emotions like rage, anger, excitement, and everything originates from here. Okay. Now, there is another part of the brain and it's called the prefrontal cortex. Now, this part is called the seat of civilization because this part of the brain is responsible for the most important abilities like emotional control, rational decision making, impulse restraint, and all these things. Now, interestingly, even as adults, we do have strong emotions like anger and all kinds of stuff coming up, right? Why don't we act on it? Because it gets filtered through our prefrontal cortex. And that is how we are able to remain civil and cordial with other people because we are able to, because of our prefrontal cortex, we are able to control those raw emotions. Okay. Now, research has proven that this prefrontal cortex starts development only by the age 12 and it completes its development well only after they are into the 20s. So please understand that your teenage kids do not have a developed prefrontal cortex. Therefore, they are neurologically incapable of controlling their emotions, taking rational decisions, and a whole lot of things that come with prefrontal cortex that an adult can easily do. Okay. And that is one of the reasons why you see a lot of anger and very strong emotional outbursts from your teenage kids, especially when they're in their teenage. Okay. And this is also the reason they're not able to understand and read other people's emotions like anger, hatred, etc. That is why even when, as a parent, when you're really angry at your child, they will give you this blank look, okay, whatever, which irritates you further, right? Now, what does this all mean to you as parents? Now, there is good news and there is bad news. The good news is that irrespective of how bad your teen was or how bad your parenting was till they became a teenager, it can all be rewritten because you can use these teenage years to hardware a lot of positive qualities like school achievements, music, sports, and a lot of other things into this developing teenage brain. Okay, this is like getting a second chance. And what's the bad news? It's the same. Just like the second chance can be used to hardware good things, if you're not careful, this, irrespective of how good the child has been, these teenage years can cause a lot of bad things to be hardwired into their hard or negative things to be hardwired into their brain, especially if during the teenage years they face a lot of neglect, a lot of anger, alienation, insults and stuff like that. Okay. And the onus of how they turn out to be as adults lies on us as parents, on how we interact with them. It is not about how they interact with us. Now, please remember this one thing: just because you have been an amazing parent till they became teenagers does not mean that they would turn out to be great human beings. Okay, and you will continue to be great parents to your teenage kids. In fact, if you've been a great parent, there's a certain amount of expectation from your kids because they have been behaving in a particular way, and you expect a certain kind of behavior, and they may turn around and behave completely opposite from how they were till they became teen, and give you the shock of your life, and you will be left wondering, what did I do wrong? I mean, everything was fine, you were so loving and everything. Who is this child? I don't even know him or know her. Okay. Now, remember that their behavior is not going to be linear. Okay. And it is not going to be a logical one. If I can say that, it could be completely random. They may just spark off in some random directions at times. Now, you as a parent, your job is to learn how not to respond to their brashness and outbursts with insults, anger, punishments, and a whole lot of other things. Okay, that is what is going to damage them. You have to remain calm and composed and steady so that you can help these brain challenged children how to become functional adults. And I am here to help you with that. Please do share your thoughts and comments and your questions about this video and what I've shared. I will make more videos to help you through this journey as a parent of a teenager. I'm Commander Bimal Raj, and I'll be back with another video very soon.